So good morning, guys. Welcome to day one of this week and day one of the 67-day Try Your Best Bits challenge. Done my 5k run, which is part of the exercise thing. So I don't know, I'm going to try and remember, I think it's 8 parts to the challenge. So let's see if I can remember what they are. First one is set your diet, do whatever diet you want to do, what you're comfortable with, and just stick to it. So obviously I'm going to be doing macros, which I'm doing already, so I'm gonna stick to that still. I'm going to use weekends to not completely like binge and like undo all the hard work I've done, but I'm going to not count macros on weekends, which is what I do anyway. I don't count macros at weekends, but I try to stay under 2,000 calories for each of the days. So like for Saturday, Sunday, I try to stay under 2,000 calories. Obviously I'm gonna have odd days where I'm not gonna be able to stick to it. I mean, I've got my birthday in 2 weeks, so I'm hoping I get cake. I don't know what my husband's got planned for me. But yeah, so that's the plan for me in terms of Monday to Friday. I count macros. Saturday, Sunday, don't count macros, but I stay under 2,000 calories. Second one was reflection. So if you do deviate from your diet, you have to reflect and think about what you can actually do to make sure that doesn't happen again. 3 is hydrate. So drink water. So I'm challenging myself to drink at least 2 litres a day. So that's like three of these. So I think I might find it really difficult because I failed at the first hurdle, like when I tried to sort out that challenge the other week. So I think I'm going to try and do 2 of these. So that's 1,500, because then I'm still getting my lemon water, my protein powder, my tea and my squash and stuff in. But I would like to eventually be able to do 3 of these in a day. But again, we'll see. But yeah, so that's my thing. Minimum of 2. But I'd like to get 3 of these a day. 5 hours of exercise a week, which I kind of do already. I do like my 5k runs. So I do 3 5k runs. Can't count. 3 5k runs at like half an hour each, roughly. So that's an hour and a half there. I then do at least an hour, but most likely an hour and a half of my stretches, physio stretches and exercises the other 3 days. So that's what, 1.5, 3, 4.5. So yeah, that gets me well over my 5-hour target. So I'm just sticking to that. Next one is mindfulness. So to do 10 minutes of just whether it's yoga, relaxation, meditation, deep breathing, anything to just sort of be within yourself and just a bit of self-care and just relaxing for 10 minutes a day. So that's part of the challenge that I really need to sort out and figure out what I'm going to do. I have a feeling it's actually going to be when I have a shower or after I have a shower, just sitting by myself and just listen to a nice bit of like classical music or something for 10 minutes and just do that and do some deep breathing. I think that's going to be my thing. Then there's the new challenge every week. For my new challenge, I'm going to do a new recipe, most likely every week, or changing something in my macros so it's not all the same all the time. So at least I know I can change up something if I want to. So one week I can try one thing, another week I can try another thing, and just as long as they fit within my macros, it should be fine. So that's going to be my new thing. So this week, my first new thing is I'm going to try and make myself shakshuka. So I've got all the ingredients coming today, and I'll probably try and make that for my lunch tomorrow, and just see how I get on in terms of what the carbs and the fat and the protein is like, and if it would be a good option for me to do it, sort of thing. Find a way to measure yourself and to measure your progress in whatever way you feel comfortable. I feel comfortable in most ways, so I'm still like weighing myself. I've measured myself now. What I'll probably do, I'll probably put the screenshot from my phone because I put all the measurements actually in my phone. The app we get with our scales actually has an option where you can measure yourself and it shows you where you need to take the measurements for each part of your body. So I've put all those in, so I'll put that here, and that will be another way. I think that will be the way that I show, or a good way for me to show my progress for this challenge. I don't really see me doing that well for this challenge, but we'll see. Have to read at least 1 book during this time frame as well. What I'm going to do, because I don't really have the time, if I'm going to do the 10 minutes of mindfulness each day, that just it's just taking the piss in terms of why I feel like it's taking the piss, like with my husband when he's working, having to watch my son. So what I'm going to do is, while I do my stretching exercises, I normally listen to like a podcast or something anyway. So I'm going to listen to an audiobook. Because obviously audiobooks are allowed in the challenge, so that's going to be my thing. I'm going to just pick an audiobook. I found Jane Eyre on Spotify, so it's a book that I've never read but have always been intrigued to read it. So yeah, I'm going to read Jane Eyre or listen to Jane Eyre while I'm doing my exercises. So I'm pretty sure that's everything now. I'm pretty sure I've got everything. People that are doing the challenge, you can tell me if I miss something. But yeah, so that's the challenge. Anyway, today is day 1. I've done my 5-kilometer run. Nowhere near as good as the other day, but because I am so hot, like I said, it said when I looked at, like when I get up in the morning for a run, I always look at what the weather says in terms of how hot it's going to be or how cold it's going to be. It said it was 2 and it was going to get up to like 4 at the time I was looking to go out. So I was like, right, I'll wear my winter stuff. God, was I wrong. As soon as I got here, I was like, oh no, I'm so in the worst thing to be wearing. It was so hot. I think when I go running on Tuesday, because Tuesday is when I'm going to start my interval training that my physio recommended. Like, she gave me instructions on how to do the interval training rather than following what my friend did, because she said that's quite a extreme way of doing it when you've not done it before. So yeah, I'm gonna start that on Tuesday, but I'm gonna be in my vest top, and I think my shorter trousers, I think the shorter trousers are gonna come out. So I'm getting money for my birthday as well, so hopefully it means I can buy myself an extra pair for the summer, because it's going to be a struggle if I don't. So yeah, I think I'm like 30 seconds slower today than I was on when I did the last run Tuesday. But like I said, I'm not surprised because I was so hot today. I didn't want to really overheat myself. That was the only thing that stopped me today, I think, was the heat. Although when I first started, I had like this twinge in like my hip, my left hip. And I was like, oh no, don't tell me I've got another new injury. But by the time I'd warmed up in the 1st kilometre, it had gone. But then when I was running the 5th kilometre, it came back. So... So always the way. Yeah, I think all is good. So yeah, I need to just head back and get, because like I said, I'm late, so I need to make sure I get back, have breakfast, have my shower, get back for our shop, and like just do all different things, and not like I've got to fit the mindfulness in and stuff. I'll see how I go on. But anyway, I will speak to you maybe tonight to tell you how the first day of the challenge has gone. But yeah, either way, I'll be speaking to you during the week. So I'll see you later. Good morning guys, so it's Monday. Just had my first attempt, or made my first attempt at shakshuka. It was very successful. I can't talk for long because the battery is about to run out on the camera. So yeah, I was very happy with the way that turned out. So that's my try a new thing part of the challenge for this week was to try the shakshuka. Other than the onions and the peppers, I prefer them to be a bit softer, so I might have to cook them for a bit longer before I stick the eggs in. And also I think because I was faffing about with the feta and the sausage, like the chorizo, trying to get that all prepped, I left the eggs cooking for too long, so the yolk was hard. I prefer it to be runny. But other than that, the taste was amazing. It was really, really good. It's just a lot of faff, so I think if I was to implement it into my diet, I'd just buy like enough to make it like the once sort of thing, so then I'd have it over 2 days, and then obviously I'd have to try and fit it in with the rest of my macros as well, because it's quite high in fat and stuff. But it's meant I've gone way over on my protein today, which is good, and I'm not too bad on my fat. So maybe Monday, Tuesdays are the best days for me to have it, but we'll see. I'll see what it looks like when I put it in for tomorrow's thing. TMI, but I've come on my period today. I've not had a period in a very long while, so don't know what to expect from it other than obviously the usual cramps and stuff. I've got my water though, obviously as part of my challenge. Yesterday I managed to drink 2 of these, so I hit my goal for what I wanted to do, which is good. So this is my first bottle of this for the day, but I've had like 1 cup of tea and then I've just been taking sips from this, and I think with my stomach being a bit like bleh with my period, I think I'll be drinking more water just to try and flush it all out. So yeah, that's how today is going. So yeah, I will do my mindfulness thing, I think either just before lunch or maybe after, as I'm digesting. I'll see how I feel, because like it's literally only 10 minutes and it means I can just like sit on the bed and just do some deep breathing and stuff. So yeah, I'll see how I feel after that. And also I'm going to start reading today. Well, in terms of I've got an audiobook, gonna listen to Jane Eyre on Spotify while I'm doing my physio exercises, but that'll be when Bubs has come home. So, but I think that's it in terms of stuff for the challenge today. So yeah, so I'll probably speak to you later. Hi guys, so it's 3:20 on Monday. I mean, I've literally just spoken to you anyway, so you know that already. I had my lunch, just picked Bubs up from nursery, so I'm about to do my exercises while listening to audiobook of Jane Eyre, because that's the other part of the challenge I need to do. I need to read a book, but seeing as I don't have the time to read, I have to listen to an audiobook while I'm exercising, so I'm multitasking, yeah! Yes, I wanted to say there was a big shocker as I was putting in my calories etc for the day for food and stuff. I went like really over and I was like, oh no, it's the bloody shakshuka, isn't it? Looked, and it was because basically I was over on my protein by like 30 grams. I was like, what? How does that work? When I looked, I didn't actually need to have my protein powder today because I got quite a bit of protein from the shakshuka. I had my usual lunch, which is like 70 grams of protein, so that's good. And then because what I'm actually starting to do is I'm starting to look at the meat version of the vegan version of stuff that we normally have with dinner. So when it's easy for me to swap it out, I'm going to swap it out for meat, just to try and see if there's anything that's in the vegan, like just trying to cut the amount of processed vegan stuff I have, because I'm trying to see if the theory is that it might be that's causing bloating with my stomach. So yeah, so I'm slowly starting to phase it all out once I work out how I can phase it out. And today is really easy because it's literally just meatballs. The pasta itself and the pasta sauce is vegan. It's literally just the meatballs that go with it that aren't. So I bought myself turkey meatballs because obviously turkey is high in protein but low in fat. So that's what I'm having tonight. And yeah, it meant that I was able to hit my protein goal and actually go over. I think I'm like 7 grams over or something, and actually stay very much under my fat, my carbs and my calories. So it's a very good day today. I probably won't have the shakshuka tomorrow because I've got a very busy day tomorrow and I won't have time to really cook it in the morning. So it'll most likely be that I'll have my omelette. I might have it for lunch, although I just thought I've got the prawns out the freezer, so I can't really do that. So I'll probably have it Wednesday for breakfast because obviously I'm cooking my stew on a Wednesday morning. So the fact that I won't have to then cook the shakshuka will be really good for me because all I have to do is just heat up the sauce then and cut up the feta and the sausage and also put my eggs in with the thing. But I also need to find a skillet because I don't have a skillet and I need to be able to cook and eat my shakshuka from a skillet. I'm doing really well with my water. This is my second bottle and this is how much I've got left. So that's very good for me. I think it's because I've just been sat at my desk all day just editing. So it means I can just constantly be going like that all the time. When I'm running around doing things, it's really difficult for me to do it. There's also the fact I've actually felt noticeably thirsty today. I don't know if it's because I had feta and chorizo with the shakshuka, because I imagine they're quite high in salt, so that might also be the reason. I don't know. But anyway, yes, I've been quite thirsty, so I've been drinking a lot of this when I go back down, because I imagine I'm going to finish this off now and do my exercises. Don't need to have my protein shake, as I said earlier, so I'll be making me and my husband a coffee when I go back down, and also a new bottle of this. So I've done quite well with my water today, I think. I can't remember if I said I did my wellness thing. Fitbit has like some stuff already in the app, so, and it means also if you do that then you can actually log it on your Fitbit app, so that's what I've done today. It's very limited on what you can do unless you have Premier or Premium or whatever it is, but I'm not paying bloody premium for that. So yeah, so I'll probably just do them, or I might just listen to some calming music as my mindfulness 10 minutes for the day each time. But anyway, I need to get on with these exercises, don't I? So I'm going to listen to some Jane Eyre, and I'll probably film my push-ups again, see how I get on with those today. So yeah, see you on the other side.
And then returned to him the library, and he stopped me as I made for the staircase to extort a promise that I would not be long. Nor was I long. In 5 minutes I rejoined him. I found him at supper. "Take a seat and bear me company, Jane. Please God, it is the last meal but one you will eat at Thornfield Hall for a long time." I sat down near him, but told him I could not eat. "Is it because you have the prospect of a journey before you, Jane?"
Hi guys, so it's the end of the day of day 2 of the 67 Try Your Best Beach challenge. So dinner was good with the turkey meatballs. There's not a lot of flavour, like when you get like pork meatballs and like, or beef meatballs or whatever, there's tends to be like quite a lot of flavour to them. I mean, these tasted meaty, but there just wasn't as much flavour as you would normally get. But yeah, they're a lot more meaty than the vegan ones that I normally have. So yes, the dinner was nice. Oh, I've done really well on my water today. This is my 3rd bottle, and I plan on drinking quite a bit of this as well before I go to bed because I'm quite thirsty right now. Got to be up really early for my run in the morning. Got to be up at 6 to go out and do my run because we've got Bob's class in the morning. It's quite early, so I have to be back from my run, have my breakfast, get dressed, and then head out before 9:30. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Exercises went really well. So yeah, the squats are still hard with the weights, but that's good. The lunges, I tried them differently this time. Instead of like turning from side to side, I think in my brain I just completely forgot to do that, so I just did like 20, I did 3 sets of 20 quick lunges with the weights. But hopefully I'll remember for Wednesday to actually do it where twist my upper body as I go down into a lunge. So one, it means I have to hold the lunge for longer, and two, it helps to sort of manoeuvre my upper body and stuff and get that flexibility going. Or I can't even remember what my physio said it actually does, but yeah, I'll be doing that in holding the weights. So I'll most likely, because last time I could only do 12 lunges holding the weights doing that, so the fact I could do 20 today said obviously wasn't exerting enough energy. So yeah, Wednesday I'll change that up again. I still can only do 3 sets of 8 push-ups. That's still not changed, and I still feel like I'm just not doing them right. I'm constantly like changing where my hands go and if I've got the right position. My plank, I think I did quite well, but again, I'm not sure if I've got the right position because I can't see myself because my mirror is quite elevated. I can't actually see myself in the mirror when I'm positioning myself into a plank. So what I need to do is maybe film myself to see what my angles are like, and then I'm going to time myself because I think I did up to, well, I counted up to 30, but obviously that's not 30 seconds. So I might time it and see how long I do. So, and I was only going until my arms hurt. I wasn't going until like, because normally I think with a plank I normally would feel it in like my back more than anything, and I didn't feel it in my back, so I'm not sure. I need to do a bit more research into what the plank is supposed to help with, but I didn't feel anything in my stomach or in my back or anything. It was literally just my arms that were hurting by the end of it. But anyway, I can't think of anything else I was going to say, so yeah, I will most likely speak to you after my run tomorrow. So see you then. Morning guys, so post Tuesday run. Today's just been weird. Struggled to get up at like 6, managed to force myself out of bed at 6:15, was out the house just gone 7, and it's just so foggy. I don't think I ran in fog this thick. It was like you can barely see anything. Like literally this is what it's like the fact that you can't see anything, that's how thick it is. I ran on the river and you couldn't see the river from where I was. It was that thick. So luckily I could see like immediately in front of me, so I wasn't tripping over things, but yeah, it was very thick. But today is day 1, or like it's basically the first week of me starting interval training again, but via my physio's advice. So for the first day it's basically beast mode, and I just really push myself as hard as I can for 5 kilometers, which I did, and I'm pretty sure that I beat my personal best by 30 seconds. So I'm like 31 minutes 20 something. I've got no data right now. The fog has taken away the data, so that was a bit creepy this morning when I was like trying to text my husband to say I was here and stuff, and I was just like, I can't do anything. I can't contact him. So yeah, I can't check if it's my personal best. I'm pretty sure it's my personal best. Every kilometer was under 6 minutes 25. I can't remember if it was under 6 minutes 20. I don't want to say it was under 6 minutes 20, but I'm pretty sure it was under 6 minutes 25. I think there was one where it was actually 6 minutes 11, which is I think one of my fastest laps. So yeah, I was really, really happy with that. I did feel slightly sick as I was coming into the 5th kilometer, but I just kept like pushing myself. I was like, you can do it. You feel fine. Then we're nearly at the end. You've got less than a kilometer to go. It's good. Just push yourself there a little bit more. So yeah, I managed to do it. So very happy with myself. So yeah, so that's my exercise done for the day. I've had to glug a load of water. Well, I've already had my lemon water. This is how much I've had from this, because this is my first one. Considering actually that it's really foggy, you'd think it would be absolutely freezing cold, but it's not. It's really warm. So yes, I'm glad I didn't wear my winter top today, because I wouldn't have been able to do beast mode. If I'd done that, I wouldn't have been able to function. I did wear my long trousers and I was suffering a bit. Like I said, it's a lot muggier than it looked. But yeah, so I need to drink more of this. Like I said, I did 2.5 of these yesterday, nearly 3. So I just need to make sure I get more of this in. But anyway, I better head back because I need to get on with stuff today. So I will speak to you later. Good evening, guys. So it's been non-stop today as my run, and then I had to rush back, have my shower, have breakfast, and then take Bubs to his new class. Well, new-ish, as in like he hasn't been there for a good while. So yeah, been running around like a maniac today. Did manage to fit in though my 10 minutes of mindfulness. What I've been doing is using the Fitbit app, and it has like a few tracks on there that I listen to, so I do a bit of that. There's 1 2-minute one where it's all about like just slowing your breathing down, and another one where it's kind of like I think kind of embracing your day and forgetting about yesterday and different things. So yeah, that's a good one. So that's like, the first one's 2 minutes and the second one's 5 minutes, that's 7 minutes. And then what I do for the next 3 minutes is just listen to some like meditation music on Spotify for a couple of minutes, and yeah, and it's actually really nice. So I've been enjoying that every day. It's difficult though if you have bubs like screaming after you downstairs. That can ruin the mood. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty good. So I did that. I managed to just about fit in. I did it quite late though, because I was like forcing it down to try and make sure I did drink it. So I drank 2 bottles, my big 750ml bottles, that's 1,500 mils. And then I had my lemon water this morning, which is another 250, and then the squash that I have with my dinner, which is another 250. So I managed to get in my 2 litres today, so that's good. Didn't do any reading today, but I'm just like limiting listening to that when I do my exercises, so I'll be listening to that tomorrow. I forgot to mention when I was doing it, it was really confusing. I'm listening to Jane Eyre on Spotify, and I think it's so random, like how they've got it, it's like really disorganised. So when I started it was on like chapter 25, and I've never read Jane Eyre, so I've no idea what to expect with it. And it was like talking about this woman that was like married, like getting married and stuff, and I was like, sure, this is not how Jane Eyre is supposed to start. Then I realised it was on chapter 25, so I was kind of like, okay. So I managed to listen to the first 3 chapters, I think, but it was, yeah, it was just a real struggle, because then it went from like chapter 1 onto chapter 10. It was like all mixed up. So I'm hoping I can get that sorted for tomorrow's exercises, because I spent, yeah, a lot of my time trying to sort out where all the bloody chapters were. So yeah, but it's a good channel because they do a lot of audiobooks. So like I think they do like Charles Dickens and Shakespeare and stuff. So if I ever finish Jane Eyre on this challenge, then I at least know I've got some of their other books I can read or listen to. So yeah, that's that. So I just thought I'd let you guys know where I'm up to. So that's 3 days now down, so I don't think I'm doing too bad. I didn't have the shakshuka today for my breakfast or my lunch. I just had, it was just a regular day in terms of my omelette, because I just didn't feel like I had time this morning where I was literally had to jump out the shower, have my like wolf down my breakfast and then get ready to take Bubs to his class. So so yeah, I was like, I know omelette's going to take less time to do, so I did that instead. For dinner, we were supposed to order new potatoes. Well, I put on the list new potatoes, but my husband took that as a tin of new potatoes, not a bag of new potatoes. So we had no potatoes to have for dinner, so we had chips instead. We'll probably have it as well on Thursday, but it's like a one-off. We don't normally do that. We normally have something a bit more healthier. So it was pie and chips and mushy peas today. So my carbs are very much over, I think by like 20, and my fat was over by 6, and my protein was quite low. But I did have my protein shake. It's just obviously what I was eating today just wasn't very high in protein. But because I'd done my run, it kind of went over, like I said, my fat and my carbs a little bit. And I think about 100 calories it went over on, yeah, it went over on my goal. But like I said, because I did my exercise, it's not so bad. I just don't like to make a habit of it. We'll just see how it goes tomorrow, because we'll be having stew. And I'll finish off that shakshuka, because then I don't have to cook much for my breakfast. I just have to heat up the sauce with the eggs in and cut up some chorizo and feta to go on top. So yeah, shouldn't be so bad. And then Thursday I'll make another batch of shakshuka to have on Thursday, Friday. So, and Friday I'll probably have the shakshuka for lunch because I've only got 4 pieces of chicken. So, but anyway, I'll leave it at that. So I will speak to you most likely tomorrow when I'm about to do my exercises. So see you then. Hi guys, so it's Wednesday, it's 1:30, so probably the earliest I've been upstairs to start my exercises, but Bubs is being quiet, so I'm taking the opportunity to get away. So today was my progress picture day. I've taken some proper pictures this time, so I'm not going to share those because I'll wait to see if I get more progress pictures of those going forward over the couple of weeks. It's more for the 67 Try Your Best Bitch challenge that I got those for. But the ones I have been taken like literally just in my stomach, because obviously that's my problem area. So that's what I'm more concentrating on. We'll see if by the time this video comes out I have the confidence to share them. I don't know if I will. I would like to, because I'd like to sort of show that comparison in terms of where I am. I mean, looking there's definitely a difference between when I started doing it, because I do it the 21st every month, because the first time I actually decided to take pictures was on the 21st of January, so I thought if I do it from the 21st of every month, then it means like it's a even month difference. So the difference between the 21st of January and the 21st of April, there is a lot of difference in terms of how I look. I think when you look more between the different months, I think the difference gets less and less. However, I'm pretty sure I can see a difference in my stomach in between last month and this month. And I don't know what that is. I think it's like I've not got as much of a saggy belly. I think my stomach still sticks out the same. Yeah, it just doesn't seem to have so much of a pouch hanging over my pants. So yeah, I don't think I've got as much of the back fat as well hanging around here. So it's weird, because obviously with the one that was taken in March, I was 170 pounds 0.5, and when I took the photos today, as far as I'm aware, I'm still 170 pounds 0.6. So I've actually gained 0.1 of a pound, but I look slimmer. So I don't know if that's because where I'm doing weight training and stuff, that obviously I might not visibly be losing fat, but I'm actually gaining muscle. So it could be that could be a thing, I don't know. Or it could be that I've actually lost some weight since I last weighed myself on Friday, I don't know. I'm curious to see if I've lost anything by Saturday when I weigh myself. I don't know if me overindulging this weekend might have just kept the scales where they are. I'm hoping though that people will saying to me that it must have been water weight when I weighed myself last Friday. So I'm hoping that will change this week, but again, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but obviously I think it's getting to that point that I'm going to have to sort of look at scaling up my macros or doing whatever. So I just need to sort of sit down and think about it in terms of where I need to be. Because obviously I think it's up to 3 to 5 weeks I need to be at a sort of stagnant point with my weight loss. And I can't remember, I think I've literally had, I think the week before last I'd lost half a pound, so that definitely doesn't count. So this would be week 1 technically of me gaining a pound. So if I stay stagnant for the next 2 to 3 weeks, then that's when I need to look at changing my macros. So we'll just have to see what happens over the next couple of weeks, won't we? But anyway, yeah, so today was about progress pictures. I've drunk my first bottle of this. I had shakshuka for breakfast. I finished the second batch that I'd cooked the other day because I didn't have it yesterday because I was in too much of a rush, and it was just as good today. It was actually even better today because the eggs, I didn't leave the eggs to cook for as long. I think I did it 6 minutes instead of like over 8 minutes. So the yolk was nice and runny, so it really added to like the sauce and stuff, so that was really nice. My calories and my fat are quite over today. I'm 100 calories over, and I'm like 5 grams over on my protein. I'm still under on my carbs, but yeah, I'm like 5, I think I'm 5 over on my fat and 5 over on my protein. And I think that's because, one, I had the shakshuka, so obviously that's quite high in fat because of the feta and the chorizo that are in it, but also because we're having the stew tonight, which is obviously quite high in fat. I don't know what actually makes it so high in fat, but yeah, it's high in fat. So I think it might be the olive oil, to be honest. But anyway, so yeah, so my calories are quite high today, so hopefully it should be okay. But I'm about to do my exercises now anyway, so even though I can't put them into my Fitness Pal as like a calorie burner, I know that I've done them, and I've been doing my steps as well and running around the house. I've been quite active, so I'm taking what I can get. But I think hopefully from tomorrow my calories should be okay. I've got another load of shakshuka to make, so I'm going to make shakshuka again tomorrow, so I can have it for breakfast tomorrow and Friday. So hopefully my fat and my calories should be okay. Maybe not tomorrow, we'll have to see, because obviously I've got chips for dinner. But Friday they definitely should be okay, but we'll see. That's where things stand today. Like I said, I need to try and finish this bottle to get my litres in today. But yeah, other than that, I think that's everything I need to say. So yeah, I just need to get on with these exercises, so I'll see you on the other side. Good morning, guys. So Thursday morning, been on my run. Today was the first of like the proper sort of interval training. So basically, with what my physio recommended I do is basically do the full 5 kilometers like what I normally do, so I can obviously keep my 5 kilometer thing going. But what I do is I jog slowly for 2 minutes and then run as fast as I can, not sprint, run as fast as I can for 1 minute. And I do that consistently over the 5k, and she said that should help to increase my pace. I knew it was going to be hard. I didn't realise it was going to be that hard though. So yeah. So my times are incredibly inconsistent today. I think it's nearly at 33 minutes for the entire thing. But I think it's because I started off at quite a quicker pace than what I should have done. Because obviously when you start, you have like that energy sort of thing and you're just like, oh no, this is a slow pace for me, blah, blah, blah. And then when it came to like the fast bit, the 1 minute, I think again, I just ran too fast. Although I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, it got to the point where every time I was stopping, because obviously my alarm was going off to say end 2 minutes or end of the 1 minute, I was walking. And then sort of once I got the timer going, I'd then do the run. So obviously my pace, it was like stop, start, stop, start, rather than being non-stop all the way through. But like I said, this is my first day of trying it. I've never done it before. So hopefully next Thursday will be a bit different. There's also the fact I'm incredibly tired today because obviously I had a stream last night. I'm waking up early this morning, so that probably doesn't help. And also I do think that having the stew the night before, because it's a heavy meal, it doesn't help with my energy levels on a run on a Thursday. So probably Thursday is probably the worst day for me to do interval running. Although probably not, because obviously with interval running, it's not about your times, it's just about you trying to get that quicker pace. So the days when I am timing what I'm doing, in terms of like Sunday where I do the slow pace, and then Tuesday where I do beast mode, I'm having the right meals the night before. Well, Sunday I'm normally having a takeaway the night before, but it's a lot of rice, which is obviously carbs, so that helps with my energy levels on a Sunday morning. And with Tuesday I have pasta the night before, again that helps because of the carbs. I mean, it was good, I enjoyed it to a certain extent, but it just shows how time works in your head, doesn't it? Because I mean, like running as fast as I can for 1 minute feels like an eternity, and yet when I do a 1 minute rest between sets when I'm doing my exercises, it doesn't feel like half as long. It doesn't feel like long enough. So yeah, it's funny. So I managed to do my water challenge for yesterday. I drank my lemon water this morning, and I'm half a bottle through of my first one already this morning because I was incredibly thirsty. It's cold, but obviously you really build up a sweat when you're running as fast as you can for 5 kilometers. But it's definitely warm enough. It's going to be a beautiful day. So and I'm going to spend it all indoors, which is great. So but I'm going to make my shakshuka again this morning. I really can't be bothered, but I need to do it. So that will be my breakfast today and most likely my lunch tomorrow, because I've not got enough chicken to get me through the week. So I have to have it for lunch. Oh well. I'm like hankering now. Now I've done shakshuka, I'm really hankering for something sweet. And I keep seeing people post about like protein pancakes and protein oatmeal. So my try new thing for next week, I'm going to try and make some protein oatmeal. So it's going to be like cocoa powder, peanut butter powder, protein powder. All the powders mixed in with some oatmeal and some like soy milk probably. I'm really looking forward to trying that actually. So yeah, get this shakshuka out the way for this week, just as my husband's ordered me a skillet. But I will make it again because it is nice. It's just a lot of faff having to make it. So I think it might be something that I'd do as like a treat for the weekend or something. I don't know. And anyway, I can't think of anything else I was going to say. No, I can't think of anything. So yeah, I'm going to head home because I need to get back, because my husband needs a car. So I will most likely speak to you either tonight or tomorrow or something. I don't know. I'll speak to you when I speak to you. So today is Friday, tomorrow is weigh-in day. I am extremely apprehensive about what the scales are going to say. I'm still hoping that I've lost that pound that I gained last week. So I'm hoping that that was just water weight or something, or like my hormones just being a dick. I don't know, because it's just right now I'm just in that sort of I'm really doubting myself in terms of when I feel like I may have lost weight, and I'm kind of like, no, I feel pretty sure you look the same as what you did last week, sort of thing. It's just really annoying. So I'm just incredibly sort of apprehensive and anxious about what it's going to say. I know I shouldn't be, but I can't help but feel like that, especially when I'm not really seeing much difference in any of my progress pictures either. So yeah, it's just my mind is just very foggy today. I think that doesn't help. It's just making me feel a bit meh about everything. But today was the last day of the shakshuka trial. We've been trying it out this week. So today I had it for lunch, and that was a much better experience than having it for breakfast. I mean, it's nice having it for breakfast, but because it's quite strong flavours, sometimes I really just don't fancy that. I just want something simple, so having it for lunch is definitely a good thing. It was a really pleasant experience for lunch and didn't feel so much of a hassle, but then that's because obviously I cooked most of it yesterday, so so it's just a matter of me heating up the sauce and then putting the eggs in, sort of thing, cutting up the feta and chorizo. But yeah, my macros today are looking really bad again because of the shakshuka. Because I had it for lunch, I had my omelette for breakfast, and obviously my fat has just skyrocketed. Like the amount of fat I'm having today, it's like 11 grams over or something, and I still haven't even hit my calories. I'm way under on my protein as well. I think with shakshuka, my overall opinion on it is it's amazing. I still love it. One, it's a lot of faff to make when it's just one of you eating it, and two, it has to be a very particular day that I can eat it, where it's not gonna just really sort of screw with my macros for the day. So it'd have to be a day, one, when I can have my chicken and prawns, and two, when I'm having quite a high protein meal that's like low in fat. So I think Monday, I think it was good because of like when I had the protein pasta with it and stuff, and the turkey meatballs. So definitely one I will keep stored in my recipe scrapbook for if ever I want a bit of variety. Or if I want like my chicken, I think what I'll probably do, I'll do it as like as a lunch rather than a breakfast. So anytime I just can't face my chicken and prawns, I'll do a shakshuka or something. But obviously it means that I have to have the things in the cupboard. That's the only problem as well, having like the feta and the chorizo and the peppers and stuff. It's not something I normally buy, so that's the only problem as well. It's like knowing that you have to commit to buying those things in order for you to be able to eat it. So bit of a bummer, but you know, I've been quite good with my water this week. Like every day this week, I think there's only one day I didn't hit it, and that was because I was like 250 ml over. I didn't have my lemon water in the morning, but I had like half of these bottles and I didn't record it. But this is my second bottle. I'm actually feeling pretty thirsty right now, so I'm going to have a big glug of this before I do my exercises. It's been a relatively normal week other than me having the shakshuka, trying out the shakshuka. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the scales say tomorrow. Other than that, I can't think of anything else I'm going to say, so I'm going to leave it there so I can just get on with my exercises. And I will most likely speak to you tomorrow after my weigh-in. Wish me luck, guys, because I'm really nervous. Hi guys, so it's Saturday, it's weigh-in day. So I am happy to announce that I'm back to exactly the weight I was 2 weeks ago, 169.4 I think it is. So I lost that pound that I gained last week. I was hoping for more. I was hoping it was going to be a thing of like that would be water weight and then I'd lose some weight on top of that, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We'll see just what happens going forward. But yeah, I'm happy that I've lost that weight. I don't know if that now means that I'm kind of in like a plateau. I don't know if it's the whole thing of because where I'm doing weights and stuff that I'm actually gaining muscle as well as losing fat at the same time. So obviously that would be why my weight loss has kind of really slowed down. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of where things stand at the moment. I mean, when you think about it, my diet I've not been like really sort of strict and really good recently in terms of like, obviously last week, so like the Friday after I weighed myself, we went out and with my friend. I had like waffle and ice cream, and then the next day, like I had a burger that day, the next day I had curry and like different things like that. I mean, I've been good for the rest of the week, but then there's still like that thing there. So yeah, it could just be if I was actually a lot better and actually a lot stricter with myself, then I probably would be losing more weight. But that's my whole sort of thing in terms of I don't want to, unless I get to a point where I am physically not losing any more weight and I actually start to gain again, then I think that is where I need to reconsider how I'm actually doing everything. But also, like with this week as well, we've got the fact that next Saturday is my birthday, so I'm not going to be counting calories on my birthday. I actually want to be able to enjoy it to a certain extent. I won't weigh myself next weekend, or I'll probably weigh myself like when it comes to like this weekend, and if I have hit a plateau, like if I'm the same weight again, then I'll wait until after my birthday, and then because I've got no other birthdays or celebrations coming up for a while, so I can just hopefully really sort of knuckle down and try to lose as much weight as I can going forward, but not obviously in a stupid way, just seeing if I can change my macros and stuff. So I think that's kind of my plan that I have in my head in a roundabout way, in terms of if I'm in the exact same weight on Saturday, then after my birthday I will reevaluate everything and I will like try and be as like try and change things to be as good as possible. If that still doesn't work, then I know that I need to reevaluate my macros and try again. So I think that's the way forward. So obviously a good week in terms of that I've lost a pound, but it's still sort of, my weight technically hasn't really moved when you think of it in terms of my general, what my general weight has been. I've not been very good today in terms of with my water, so I need to get on that, and I also need to do my 10 minutes of mindfulness at some point. I'll try and fit that in, but this is like my sort of, what is the time? I think I've got like 4 hours of just getting videos done and different things while my husband plays with Bubs and stuff. So that's my Saturday thing that I need to do. So I'll do my mindfulness, I think, at some point when I see how I get on with my videos and things. But yeah, anyway, so I'm going to end that video here, I think. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, then please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on social media, or the links will be down below. And on that note, I'll say love you guys, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye.